What's up? What's up? I'm going to give it a minute here. Wait for your amazing leader, Miss Michelle, to come on in here so she can give me the go-ahead. Hey, 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 how are we? Give you a minute. Team Sparkling Gems. Hello, hello. Let Michelle come on in and tell me when to get this thing rolling. Different leaders like to wait a minute or so. What I want you to do, though, is make sure you grab a notebook, because I am going to tell you some things. I'm going to tell you some tips, and they are things that you're going to want to write down. So please make sure you grab a notebook, you grab a pen, as you should in all situations where there is training and learning. That way you can take notes. So please take a minute and do that, and I will wait for Michelle to come on in. Hi, Stacy. What's up, girl? I'm so excited too. It's Saturday, right? There's Michelle. What's up, girlfriend? Michelle, I'll wait for you to give me the go-ahead. Some people like to wait till a few people come in. Some want us to just jump right in. Hey, Amanda, what's up? How's everybody? Oh my goodness, it's Saturday and it's sunny in New York, and I was like, I could go out and about and do some things, but I think I'm gonna get caught up on some business. Yeah. Yay, Stacy. Love that, girl. All right, so Michelle, whenever you want me to jump on in. Oh, perfect. Watch replay it. Love it. So I'm gonna just jump in and do my thing. In case you don't know me, hey, I'm Heidi Bound, and I am an elite fashionista consultant, and coming to you live from New York City. Yes, actually New York City, not downtown where all the cabs are. People in New York don't actually hang out down there because you'd go a little crazy. It didn't give you a notification. Oh, okay. So do your thing, girl. I'm going to start, but you can, I'll give a little scoop about myself. Oh, thanks. All right. So just a real quick, brief paparazzi resume on me. We're not here for that, but just so, hey, Allison, just so you know a little bit of my backstory in case you don't know who I am. And I give this because I want you to know that the tips and the ideas that I'm going to give to you in this time that we have together are things that are tried and true, and they work. And so, from Pennsylvania, I grew up in Pennsylvania. What's up, BJ? Hi, everybody. So the things I'm going to tell you, they work. Okay. So you can take these, you can mold them, you can make them your own. You can do them exactly the way I'm telling you. But my paparazzi resume, if you are not aware, and you don't have to be, I am one of the Z Collection models from 2018. So the Z Collection Heidi is actually named after me. She's my namesake. I was one of the 10 consultants to earn that prestigious honor last year for last year's convention. I am a second-time Life of the Party Black Diamond. I was one of the original 7 that were awarded at convention last year. Yep, and I hit it again in January. My team is Fashionista. We are an elite fashionista team. Aw, thanks, Nicole. Hey, Julie. I'm going to stop saying hi to people individually. I like to greet people when they come in, but I don't want to interrupt my flow. So, just know that I'm giving you a big general hi. We hit Fashionista with less than 300 people on my team. We are a strong and mighty force of about we're almost at 330 people. The Gotham gang is my team. So yeah, we're a Fashionista team, and I am Crown Club 25. One of the things that I have become known for is my selling, my ability to purchase inventory in a really smart way and turn it over for a profit, because give me all the hearts. That's why we're here, right? We're here to inspire. We're here for sisterhood and brotherhood, whatever the case might be. We're here to travel. We're here, all those things. But bottom line, I would think bottom line is that you're here to put money in your pocket, in your purse, in your bank account, whatever the case might be, right? So I would think that if you weren't being driven in some way by a little bit of cash flow, then yeah, you might not be doing this thing. So I am known, and I train a lot for my buying and also my selling. So just to give you a few numbers off the top, and again, I do this because I want you to know that I'm coming from a place of success with my numbers. We have been hitting in the last 3 weeks, yes, even while we were in Palm Springs, because album sales continue while you're away. Well, you don't have to be live to be selling in albums. We hit for the last 3 weeks over 3,000 pieces a week. So we are cranking out some serious volume. We are bringing in serious volume and cranking out serious volume out of a bedroom. I run my business out of a 10 by 12 foot bedroom in New York City. So, you know, it's not a place, we're not stockpiling jewelry. We are selling it, and it is moving fast. So know that the things that I'm telling you are coming from a place of, this is what I do. Again, you could do what I do exactly how I teach you, or you can, you know, formulate it to make it make sense for you. Michelle and I, first of all, I want to give a big shout out to Michelle. Michelle and I met at the Diamond Trip, right? We hung out for a little while at the Diamond Trip, which was super cool. We knew some mutual people, so we had a chance to spend time together. And then I got to hang out with your amazing leader at Summit in California. And we were talking for a bit, and I offered to come in, and she was like, yes, come tell my team. So she tells me that you all are buying inventory, and that's amazing. But what I want to talk to you about is inventory and selling. And I don't think that you can sell if you're not, you can't sell and be successful, let me say it that way, if you're not buying your inventory properly. There's buying inventory, right? We get our new releases, we get all pumped up, everybody goes in, we're fighting for things, like it's woo. I don't know about you, but I get like my blood pressure goes up, and I love it. I love that feeling. Let me just turn my phone over so I don't get distracted. But it's how you're shopping that's going to impact your selling. We get our starter kit, right? We all get our starter kit. And I think that the way that the starter kit, I'm going to bring you way back because I want to tell you how to build this thing up, right? So you get your starter kit, you open it up, and in there is a bling buffet. It's like going to your favorite buffet on a Sunday with your plate, and you can take a nibble of this and nibble of that. You can load up on the mac and cheese, whatever you're loving, you load it up, right? That's what you get from Paparazzi. You get a bling buffet. What that bling buffet does for you is it allows you to sell to your customers. It allows you to see what people like. So if you've got that bling buffet going and people, you're showing, you know, some wooden pieces and people are going crazy for them, then you know you need to buy more wooden pieces. If you're starting out and you're showing yellow sandstone, I don't know, that one's kind of a hit or miss sometimes, right? Yellow sandstone, and people aren't buying it, then you know that going into the back office when it's time for new releases, or when you're sitting with a glass of wine on a Friday night and you just want to do some shopping, maybe you're not going to buy as much yellow sandstone, right? So that buffet, that starter kit, is giving you a nibble of all types of different things. Hello, everybody. What happens, though, is that people continue buying. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, you are loyal. Hi. That's crazy, 7 a.m. Thanks for being here. So sometimes people continue buying inventory like it's a bling buffet, like it's a starter kit, right? Here's what I mean by this. You see the new releases. I used to do this, so I'm speaking from experience. This is me saying this is what I did, right? And again, I don't think you could be a good, amazing seller if you're not buying properly. So we've got to start with the nooks and the crannies here. So I would see new releases and I'd be like, oh, I need 2 of this and 1 of that and 3 of this. I mean, let's be honest. Give me hearts if that's you. If you're going in, I need a nibble and I need the mac and cheese, and ooh, look, they have French fries, and look, I'm not going for all the carbs, and a little corn, right? So I need all of that. I need a little nibble here and there, right? After a while, You don't need to be doing that anymore, right? That bling buffet, those nibbles should be teaching you something. You should be, they're teaching you what your customers like. And this is what I mean by this. I titled this, and this is kind of a quote of mine that gets sort of traveled. Okay, so Bonnie, listen up, girl. Those ears should go boop, okay? Bonnie, how long have you been in? Because I think if you're new, shopping like a bling buffet is good when you're new, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. So what that shopping should be doing is it should be telling you the direction that your customers should be taking your shopping. You need to be listening. Oh, Bonnie, then you need to tune in, girlfriend. Okay, so and just be on. Let me be raw and real. I taught special education for 23 years in New York City. I am used to being really upfront, really raw, very straightforward, and sometimes I rattle people. Just know that. Michelle knows that from talking to me. Sometimes you might walk away going, I can't believe she said that. But then it gets you to think, right? So just be aware of that. Also, feel free to ask me questions throughout. As a teacher for 23 years, I am used to people asking me questions. The other thing is, I certainly hope that you have a notebook in front of you, because the things I'm telling you, you need to write them down. Otherwise, you're going to turn this off and you're not going to do what I'm saying, because you're not going to remember. That's how it is. That's how our brains work, okay? That's why I love you. So just know that. Ask me questions, jump in. It might be something I'm going to touch on anyway, and in that case, I'll just sort of, make sure that I keep a note of it. But know that, oh, good for you, Kim. Ooh, girl. Know that I'm going to just I keep it raw and real, because nothing that I do in the success that I've had is a secret, but some of it might feel different, right? Okay, so with that all out in the open, shopping that buffet leads to the title of this training, and a quote that it's kind of been passed through Paparazzi, is don't think about the sales you got, think about the sales you missed. Now, what I mean by that? So let's say, for example, last night I was selling this nugget, right? We were selling this like crazy last night, okay? Beautiful. Sets only. I bought the bracelet. You can only buy a set last night, $10, upselling. Now, if I had only 3 of those, and I sold all 3, right? Especially you new people. You're like, yes, I sold all 3. Look at me. Woo woo. Right? You're excited. That's great. But let's say, for example, I sold all 3, but I had 10 more people that wanted that, because that's hot. That set is really cute. So yes, you think about the sales you got, because obviously those are the things that people love. They scoop them up quickly, right? But what about those other 10 people? That's the quote. That's the thought process. Don't think about the sales you got. Think about the sales you missed. You missed out on 10 people that wanted that because of the way you were shopping. Does that make sense? So what's going to happen to them? You know the answer. If they come to your show and they can't get those hot pieces, you keep showing something like this. Yes, I have them. You show something like this and you have 3 of those, but you have 10 people there that want those. What will they do? Answer. And you know what they're going to do, right? If they're coming and they're frustrated that they can't get the pieces because you don't have enough, because you're shopping like a buffet, they're coming to me or someone like me, right? Who has a bunch of this or a bunch of that necklace, right? Customers are going to love you. They're going to love you for who you are in your sales, but they're coming also for the bling. And if you don't have the goods, they're going somewhere else. That's exactly right. You know the answer. So when you're shopping that buffet, stop it. You got to think about the sales you're missing. So if you're showing something like this and you could have had 20 more of these sold, then when we come out with more fringe, which will happen probably like Monday, right? We're even seeing a lot of good fringe. You need to think about upping your quantities and stop shopping like a buffet. I say it this way. If I have to find something, if there's something in the back office that's going to take me a whole lot of work to sell it, then I don't need it, right? First of all, I've got an inventory here. If you're new, it's a little bit different, but at the same time, you've got to think about upping the quantities, on those pieces that you've missed out on sales. So the next time fringe comes out, think in a smart way, take the risk, right? There's that word, underline it, highlight it. Take the risk and buy more. If not, they're coming to me or someone like me, right? You have a huge inventory, and we're going to talk about that, okay? Because sometimes we have these huge inventories and we're not sure how to sell it, okay? So that's the bottom line, right? Is if you don't have it, you can't sell it. First of all, if you don't have enough of these, you're not going to sell them because you don't have enough, and they're going to leave and go to somebody else, okay? For a new person, never cared about jewelry, how do you know what to buy? That's where, Lillian, you've got to use that. If you're new, you're using that starter kit as your litmus test. What I mean by that is if you're going through and people are grabbing the hoops as you show them, and people are bummed because you only had 1 or 2 and you could have sold 5, then you better keep a notebook and write down hoops. And the next time a great pair of hoops hit the back office, which again is almost daily, or go in tonight with your glass of wine, your cup of coffee, you're sitting out on your boat, and shop the back office for those kinds of pieces that people are looking for, so that, Lillian, they don't leave you and go somewhere else. Does that make sense? Okay. Congratulations, Jennifer. Okay, I hope that makes sense what I'm saying. Okay. So then we get these big inventories, right? And this is where people kind of get stuck, right? Because we're shopping, it's fun, it's adrenaline, it's all those things, right? Now you've got the stuff. So what do you do with it, right? You know the first thing that's going to come out of my mouth. I hope that every single one of you on Michelle's team, that you are going live. If you are not going live, you are basically saying, I don't want to make a whole lot of money. I mean, let's just keep it real. That is where the money is happening. Is it overnight? Is it an overnight success? It is not. It is not. It is building up a clientele. It is building up inventory. It is adding hostesses, and I'm not going to get into hostess because I'm going to tell you that if you want to see a training video on hostesses, there's one on my YouTube channel. You just look for Heidi Bound on YouTube, and there's a whole training on how to lock in and use hostesses. It's one of the most, people watch that video all the time, okay? So going live, getting hostesses, right? And thinking about, here's the deal. People are like, well, I don't get a lot of people on my lives. And I'm like, yeah, but do you have enough inventory, right? Because if you've got that influx of people and they're coming on and they're like, yes, I want to shop Michelle's live because Michelle rocks. I love her. She's sweet. She's funny. But she doesn't got any fringe earrings. She doesn't have any fringe earrings. She doesn't have my favorite black sandstone. She doesn't ever have enough, right? So if your lives aren't feeling as successful as you want them to be, take a look at your inventory. Does that make sense? Okay, take a look at your inventory. When I first started, I was teaching, as I mentioned. I taught for, I was able to retire from teaching after 23 years, and I was able to retire after less than a year in paparazzi because I worked like crazy to build my business with that as my goal. So as that was my goal, Black Diamond happened, the Heidi Z collection, that's my necklace, and all those things happened because I was working really hard, right? I was sinking all of the money I was making with paparazzi back into inventory. I was fortunate. I had a full-time job. I was teaching for 23 years. I was like at, near the top of the bracket of the pay scale, which looking back, I'm like, I don't even know how I survived on that money, but okay. I was able to sink that back in. Lucky for me, right? Once you start making money in paparazzi, you're not making paparazzi money. Okay? Okay, write that down. Once you start making money in paparazzi, you're not making paparazzi money. You're making money to reinvest in your business, okay? When you're first starting out, you need to be thinking about how to take what you're bringing in and reinvest it. And I believe an email just came out maybe on Monday about this same topic. So if you're not sure exactly what I mean, go read that email. Those things come out and they're very strategic. Now, it's about being a smart shopper. So as you're building, right? I do paparazzi full time now. I can't take everything I make and sink it back into inventory. First of all, that would be silly. Okay? Congratulations, Trish. That would be silly. I have inventory to sell, right? I don't need to sink everything back in. Plus, I got to pay my bills. Paparazzi now pays my bills, right? So now as I'm in this, and somebody had said that they were in for a year, right? Now when I go into the back office, yesterday I bought 3 things. 3. I bought the wooden turquoise necklace, I bought the orange fringe, and I bought the faith bracelet. You knew I was going to say that, right? Those 3 things. Now, did I buy a bunch of those? Sure did. I sure did. Absolutely. I don't need those other pieces. Although they're cute, the way I shop now is different. Okay? So I'm going in for the hot pieces because I've got great things that I can show in my shows, right? I make sets. So I take Fashion Fix and put it kind of on steroids, right? So we have our cute Fashion Fix stuff. I will take a set and I literally put, let me see if I have one close by because we sold a lot last night. So I'll take, oh, this is Fashion Fix. So let's just take, say for example, oh here, like this is a gold necklace and in here are 2 different fringe earrings that will go with that. We have some bangles. I have 3 different rings. So I'm taking Fashion Fix and going bam. So I'm showing sets in my show. I'm showing my customers how to wear those things together, right? I think the biggest issue with getting customers right now is a lot of the ladies on my team share the same customers. A lot of consultants do pre-orders, so when I do my live, they already bought the pieces. My answer to you, Michelle, is that you need to get hostesses. That's not even an inventory thing for you. That is that you need to get hostesses. Because if you, and go watch my hostess training, it's like, it's a little lengthy, but grab a notebook. It's on my YouTube channel. If you get hostesses, now you're going to get customers that are different because your hostesses are going to bring you new people. And I'm not going to answer hostess questions here because that training is very, very detailed and you'll get everything you need out of that. So that's the answer to your question, Michelle. It's not an inventory thing. You need different customers, right? What you're doing with your shopping is probably right and smart. You just need new people. Okay? Does that make sense? Never thought about the breakdown. Tell me what you mean, Trish. Never thought about the breakdown that way. Hello, 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 everybody. Get a hostess, lock it in. And Michelle, don't book your hostess until you watch my training. Like I'm really serious about that. Okay, you've got to watch my training. Put sets together. Yes, and so here's another way that you could be shopping. Instead of shopping that buffet, right? That buffet, which is what some of you are doing. Look at what you have. Do you have this necklace, right? Do you have this necklace? And if you do, go into the back office. I look at this, I immediately think of matching it up with a pair of silver hoops, some great silver bangles. Go shop the back office with that lens of putting sets together. Your job, you're not just the jewelry gal or guy, you are a fashion consultant, you are a stylist, you are telling people how to put the pieces together. That's your job. That's when you're going to sell. I sold 500 pieces plus last night in my live show. Why? Because I'm teaching my customers how to put sets together. Does that make sense? I'm teaching that. Do you know how many women have said to me, oh my gosh, I never thought about putting that together. I had no idea. And that looks great, right? I have now just showed you not only how to put that set together, but future sets together, right? How many times a week do you order? I was doing once, now I'm able to do 2, or should I break down buying a bit each day to get new? I shop every single day, honey. I'm a black diamond, so I am shopping every day. My life revolves around the new pieces dropping, period, the end. I'm going to give you a little tip here on how to shop. Okay, so what I want you to do, here's the deal. Let's keep it real. You all know this. I do it. New pieces drop and our emotions are like, yes, here we go, right? Awesome, Michelle, thank you. We get all revved up, right? Like the new pieces, here we go. Okay, and then you walk away once your blood pressure goes down and you're like, what did I just buy? What did I just buy? I don't know what I just bought. I had to buy all the things because I've got to be fast, right? No. So what I recommend doing, and this was recommended to me by Ty Parkin, if you know Ty, he's in my upline. Ty said to me, do it this way. Once you're, like I said, at the beginning, I was putting everything into my business, right? Every penny was going back into buying inventory. If you don't have it, you can't sell it, right? Now, most days, I follow this structure. Whatever you sell this week, say for example, this week you sell 500 pieces in the week, right? 500 pieces. Next week, you're going to buy 500 pieces. You're going to replace what you bought. Then you have profit building, okay, because you're not using your profit to shop. You're replacing what you've sold. So you're replacing at $275. Does that make sense? Like, just think that through for a second, right? So if you sold 500 pieces, then Trish, the next week, you're buying 500 pieces. You could do 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or you could drop and buy 500 pieces in one day. I would recommend spreading it out. Then you get a bit of those hot things. Also, once new releases and that freak out is over, sit with your cup of coffee, shop the back office strategically, and buy the pieces that you need to make sets. Y'all better be buying Z collection right now too. Let's keep it real, okay? Because if you noticed, one of our Z pieces from the convention from 2018's collection is gone. No, you can't get it again. So the Heidi is my necklace. She's named after me. So every one of my orders, I'm throwing 2 or 3 Heidis into my order because I don't know when she's going to sell out. So once you grab those things, right, they're going to become vintage and people are going to be all over them. So I want you to think strategically, even in the moment. And here's another little tip, right? So stop shopping the buffet, okay? You're not there for the mashed potatoes and the chicken nuggets. Use a minimum number. Here's what I mean. Once I realized that I can make money with Paparazzi, I would look at the back office and say that if I couldn't buy at least 5 of something, if I couldn't justify buying 5 of it because it's what made sense for my customers and building my business, then I didn't buy that piece. Does that make sense? Okay, if I couldn't justify buying 5, if I was like, oh, but maybe just 1, why? Right? You're going to get 1 of this and 1 of that and 2 of this and 2 of that in your hostess rewards. You don't need to be shopping that way, okay? So I used 5 as my minimum number. Once my business kept building, 10 became my minimum number. If I looked at a piece and couldn't justify in the heat of the moment buying 10 of them, I didn't buy it. You've got to give yourself a business mindset. You've got to give yourself that structure. Does that make sense? Okay? That's how you shop. How? Little nibbles here and there? Yes, no more little nibbles. You know what will sell. I'm sure, Trish, you got nibbles all around your bling room. I'm sure you do. And then you got to figure out how to sell those. Do I do a one and done show? Do you know how much time it takes to sell one of these? Maybe not this one. This isn't a good example. But like one of these versus if I had 10, right? I could fly through 10 of them like this, right? If you're shopping little nibbles, you're telling me that you're not interested in building your business. I'm going to say that again. If you're shopping in little nibbles at the Bling Buffet during new releases, you're not interested in building your business. Okay? You're not. If you're interested in building your business, you're shopping, and I'm not saying it has to be these. I have some girls on my team that can't sell fringe. They can't sell them. Okay? But you might have people on your team that go crazy over urban bracelets. You better not be buying 2. Because if you're buying 2, you're not interested in building your business, right? So Michelle wanted me to talk about selling. But, you know, as I thought through what she was saying, she's like, oh, we're buying inventory, you know, talk about selling. You can't sell properly. You can't build a business if you're not shopping strategically, okay? If you can't sell fringe, then girlfriend, don't buy them right now. Don't buy 1 or 2 as a nibble because you're going to get nibbles. I mean, I get fringe in my hostess rewards. Okay? If you can sell urban bracelets like crazy, then that's what you need to be building. 5, okay, maybe buy 5. Maybe you're at a point where you can buy 10. Will you sell them all in one live show? No. No. And that's not the goal. Okay? That's not the goal. If you're selling out of something in one live show in 30 seconds, then you're not interested in building your business. Does this make sense? I'm not saying I want you to sit on inventory, because Trent Kirby at Leadership just talked about how this is not about buying inventory, this is about selling inventory. But it's also that we don't want to be thinking about, oh my gosh, if I don't sell it in one live show. How long has this baby been sitting around? She was tossed over in my yellow bin. I just put her last night on my album and she's gone already, right? So we need to be thinking differently about our shopping. Does this make sense? Okay. Then when you're going live, you're selling sets of things. Use what you have. Go shop the back office. If you got a bunch of brass earrings, girlfriend, go buy brass necklaces to wear together and teach your customers. Then what you're doing is you're saying, I have this pair of earrings, I have this necklace, I'm selling it as a set. Do you see what you're going to do? You're going to upsell, right? All of a sudden, you said to your customers, I know you have a necklace like this at home. You don't know what to wear with it. I'm going to teach you what to wear with it. Yes, Trish. Does that make sense? Okay. Your mind is blown. This is how people do what I do. And I have a hard time talking about myself like that. I'm getting a little bit better. One of my friends who's on my team, Courtney, she's like, you inspire people. You just got to keep it real. I hit Black Diamond. I sell, hear me, I sell over 3,000 pieces a week. Do you think that I'm doing that because I continue to shop in little nibbles? Absolutely not. Now, the next question you're probably thinking is, how many times a week do you go live, right? So I am 3 times a week for at least 4 hours. And what I say is, I say that because sometimes it'll be 1 o'clock in the morning and my live is finished, and people, last night at 2:30 in the morning, I had 60 people watching, right? Okay. Because they know that sets are coming, fringe is coming. They know that I've got fashion. They know I've got the stuff. And I show something and it sells out. Okay? It sells out. Sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time, whatever I'm showing sells out, because I've taught my customers how to wear things together, and I shop for things that I know they're going to love. And if it's something that they didn't love in the moment, I find something to match it up so they will love it. Does that make sense? Doing lives is the best way with the included shipping costs versus sharing out your webpage for people to shop at their convenience. I do both. I invoice once a week on a Thursday. There you go, Jennifer. I love that. You're building, honey. Once a week on a Thursday, and then invoices are due within 24 hours. So for anything from, what's today? Saturday. So anything from the last invoice, which was Thursday, until Wednesday night. So if they claim in my albums, they claim on my business page, all of those things go on one invoice. I invoice once a week. It's all we can handle with the volumes. People sell and buy so much because they buy 10 or more of each piece, and that's how they make hundreds each live. Yes, absolutely. You want to hear numbers? I'm going to give you numbers. Last night, I sold 85 pairs of these. 85. This set last night, this with the 2 bracelets, they're here somewhere. Y'all don't want to see my table because I didn't clean up after last night. This with the stretch bracelets, I sold it in a set. You had to buy this with the bracelets. I didn't break up the sets. I had 100 sets. 100 sets. They're almost gone. If you don't have the funds, that means you're not going live enough. I'm going to keep it real with you, Lisa. When people say to me, I don't have the money to buy inventory, that means you're not selling enough. You're not selling enough. Okay? You have got to sell to buy inventory. When you buy inventory, you will sell more. When you sell more, you get more customers. It's building. So if you're saying to me, I don't have the funds to do that, then turn on the camera tonight. Turn on the camera tonight. It's the only way you're going to build your business. I told you I'm going to keep it raw. So when people say to me, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, those are all excuses and roadblocks and reasons. Turn on the camera. And if you turn on the camera and you sell 2 pieces, brilliant. Then turn it on again tomorrow and sell 2 more. Turn it on the next day, you'll sell 3, right? Keep building that. But sitting back and saying, I can't do this because I don't have enough money tells me that you're not quite hungry enough yet. Get hungry. Figure it out. Get that camera turned on. When I turn off this camera with you today, I'm listing things in my albums. I'm not playing around. Okay? 3 lives up to a few minutes, short of 4 hours. Yes. Good, Nicole. It's supposed to be hard. Anything that is this amazing is going to be hard, right? What is your thought on buying with home money? I don't know what that means. I don't know what home money is. Oh, not paparazzi money? I talked about that, Lisa. If you have another job, then paparazzi money, you're not making paparazzi money yet. If you're telling me that you don't have enough money to buy in bulk, then you haven't made any paparazzi money yet. You haven't made paparazzi money yet. You haven't. If you are telling me that you don't have enough to buy enough inventory, then you need to be going live more. Okay? Your personal money, that is for your bills. Your paparazzi, what you're bringing in because of your sales, needs to be put back into your inventory if you have a full-time job. You're not making paparazzi. I'm making paparazzi money now. When I was teaching, I wasn't. Okay? I was making money from paparazzi to build my paparazzi business. It's a different mindset, right? Totally different mindset. Then buy, not buying each. You are missing out on what your customers want, so buying in bulk and building is critical. Yeah, if you are not buying in bulk, you are telling me, or if you're not buying consistently, if you are not, and I'm not, when you say buying in bulk, people, oh my God, I got 20. Buying in bulk could be that you're buying 3 of something or 5 of something as opposed to 1. I use multiples of 5. Here's why. I think you're crazy if you don't take advantage of the hostess rewards, right? I tell my team, your order should be a minimum of 40 pieces. 40. Here's why. 37 pieces gets you free shipping. That's a $100 order, $100-ish, right? That's a free order or free shipping. If you do not bump it to 40 pieces, you've missed out on a hostess reward. You hear me? 40 pieces is free shipping. You should not be paying shipping, okay? Is free shipping and 4 hostess rewards. Unless you're an LOP earner, then you're getting double, right? So that is hands down how you should be ordering. So when I see people going in and buying 5 pieces, 2 pieces, I'm like, why are you doing that? You have now cut into your profit with that shipping cost. For what? Are lengthy lives really better than going live, say 4 to 5 times a week? You need to be going live at least 2.5 hours in your live shows. You have to. Here's why. If you do not, Amanda, then you are not allowing for the ebb and the flow of the, we'll say sort of like typical, I hate to use that word, right? But we'll say, your moms, all right? So let's talk about our moms, right? There are people like me, I don't have kids, it's a whole, but your moms that are using your show as their escape. If you are not going live long enough, you have not allowed for mom, okay? So mom's going to watch you while she's finishing dinner. Mom's going to watch you while she's doing the dishes. She's got you over here. She's enjoying listening to you. Now, mom's leaving you, right? Did you ever see your numbers dip down? This is why. Mom's leaving you because she's got to go put Johnny in the tub, read him a story, and put him to bed. Now, if you're not live long enough and mom comes back to watch you and you're gone, she's going to come watch someone else. You've got to allow long enough in your live shows for the ebb and the flow of people that are going to come in and leave. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, should you do little nibbles here and there? Can you do little speed shoppings? Absolutely. But if you're going to devote time to a live show, then devote the time. Devote the time. How much inventory should you have? That is based on your sales, girlfriend. There's no right or wrong answer to that. I'm selling 3,000 pieces a week. My inventory is going to be a whole lot different than somebody that's just starting out. But if you use the tips that I told you on how to shop and how to sell, then you're going to have an inventory that makes sense to you. Okay, we're not building houses with boxes of paparazzi jewelry. We're not using it as furniture. You need to be able to sell that stuff. Eight pieces, 5 of each. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you see what you're doing now, Trish? You're saying, I am building my business. Okay, I'm building my business. You're not fast enough at new? So what? So what? Do you know how many mermaid bracelets I have missed? Do you know how many fringe earrings I have missed? My business continues to boom. Why? Not everybody wants those. I showed these last night and I had some people were like, can't wear those. They're not my thing. Fine. But I'll tell you what, if I was showing some sandstones like bracelets, I'd have people all over that. Does that make sense? So we get caught up in this whole idea of new because as consultants, we know what's hot. We know what flies out of the back office. We know because we're consultants. We know the second that they show a black mermaid bracelet, you've got about 3 seconds to survive that moment. Our customers may not like those, but we are in this frenzy because we know as consultants how hot they are company-wide. Does that make sense? Change your mindset. How do you go live if your team members go live? Oh, that's okay. My team members are, the Gotham gang is blowing up Facebook any night of the week. You are not setting up your schedule for your team. You are not the CEO of your team's live show. You're the CEO of your own business. Your team members are independent consultants and need to learn how to get their own customers, right, on their own. Using hostesses, like I talked about, go watch the training. Michelle's going to post it. Listen, the Target over here in New York City is open at the same time that the Target over here in New Jersey is open. They're both Target. No one cares. They're going to go to where they are comfortable and what is convenient for you. Does that make sense? Told you, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to rattle some of you a little bit. Oh, thanks. Thank you. How to promote your lives? Exactly what I'm talking about. The other thing is you could use pieces like this as a promotion. So like the cheetah life of the party hoops that came out, right? So I promoted the live that night where I was going to have those. I made a cute little graphic on Canva. I splashed it all over my social media. People knew that if they wanted those cheetah hoops, they had to be at my live show that night. Does that make sense? So use your pieces, use your inventory for advertising, right? And then promoting your live, you need hostesses. My answer is always going to be hostesses, hostesses, hostesses. And if you're not doing it, you are missing out. I had a hostess for every single one of my live shows while I was teaching. No word of a lie. Every one. Did some of them flop? You bet. And I tell you in the training how to handle that. I tell you proactively what to do to set it up. I tell you how to handle it and how to spoil them like crazy. You want to spoil your hostesses? Why? Because they are your PR. I'm not going to get into hostesses. I want you to watch that training. Okay? Girl, take it to 4 hours. Trust me. Amanda Davis, do a live show and take it 4 hours and then come back and tell me what happened. I'm telling you right now. Because what happens for me, 4 hours, they want more. I've gone on 6, 8 hours in a row, and I had a show, oh my gosh, it was right before Palm Springs, I think. I was on for 4 hours and I came back for 2 more hours. I sold 900 pieces that night. Do you want that? Do you want 900 pieces in a night? You better believe it. Do the math, right? Do the math. 900 pieces in one night, 4 hours, an extra hour on your screen. Girlfriend, try it. Try it and see what happens and see how many new customers you get. Do you know how many new customers I get? I'm Eastern. I'm in New York City. Do you know how many new customers I get at 2:30 in the morning? You know why? Because California just put their kids to bed. Think about it. Put the kids to bed. Mom got a shower. She's in her PJs. She has her glass of wine and she's now watching you. So 2:30 in the morning, I've gotten my best recruits. When I started out, how often did I go live? Every day. I was live every single day when I first started. And then when I got into a schedule, because I realized, you know, what worked and what didn't, then while I was teaching full time, I was twice a week, 4 hours. And I was coming on with speed shopping, right? Because I mean, I was teaching special ed full time. I had papers to grade and conferences and all those kinds of things. But when I first started, I got my kit in July of 2017. So I've been in almost 2 years. I was live every single day because it was like this high for me. It was this rush, right? What's the minimum number watching when you decide to wrap it up? It's not about that for me, Candace. I end my live when Facebook kicks me off after 4 hours. Here's the deal. That number up there has nothing to do with your success. You all get caught up on that. Here's why. Right now it's telling me that there are 23 people on Michelle's team watching that. That is not who's watching. That's who's clicked on the video. Click the video. Okay? There are people on Michelle's team that didn't click the video. They just clicked the volume. That number is not going to come up here. Right? Misty Kirby, Trent Kirby, Shanny, they watch my video all the time. All the time they're watching me. They tell me. I don't always see them. Sometimes I see them and they come in. But there are people watching. I watch my team. I don't click on the video. I just click the volume. So that number is not going to be affected. I do that because I don't want to rattle my team, you know, with me popping in. The other thing I want to tell you, this is mind-blowing. You ready? Because I'm reading Lisa's comment. Your videos must be public. Hear me? Your comments must be public. If you did not go in and change that setting, then here's what happens. You could have a public video, but if I come on, if I am friends with you, Lisa, we're Facebook friends, right? You're going to see me pop on, you see my name show up, right? And I can comment. But if I share you to my page and I invite all my friends, and Courtney, who is not your friend, Courtney's not your friend, Lisa, but she's going to come watch you. She can watch you, but if you did not set your comments to public, Courtney cannot comment on your show. So if you are not getting new comments and new sales from new people, there are people on my team that I said this to and they were like, oh my gosh, they went in and they were like, you're right. I never changed my comments. Your comments must be public. Go check your settings. Write it down. Do it as soon as this training is over. Michelle, what I did is for my team, I found where it was. I took a screenshot and I posted it. If your comments are not public, you will not get new customers. If you get a hostess and she brings all of her friends and your comments are not public, they cannot buy from you. Okay, don't think, oh, I think I'm probably all right. No, go look. Because you know Facebook changes all the time. Updates, changes, blah, 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 all the time, right? If you don't go check that regularly, you check that setting regularly, could be a reason why you're not growing numbers in your live shows. No, Jennifer, that idea about not going on with your team, you're not building your business and you're not helping them. You're not helping them. If you're all relying on each other's time slots, then you're telling each other that you're really comfortable where you are. That's how I see that. If you want to build your business, then you need to be up against each other and pushing each other out of your comfort zone and pushing each other to get hostesses on your shows. Otherwise, you all are nice and cozy and comfortable right where you're at. Hostess training is on YouTube. You just have to search for Heidi Bound. Bonnie, I sell 3,000 pieces a week. 900 pieces is, yeah, that's just a little nibble. What nights are best? Any night. Any night. See, you all are overanalyzing this thing. Your customers want your jewelry. If you got enough jewelry, throw on the camera. That's it. I could throw on the camera right now. Sorry. We live in New York City, so when that pup hears some noises, he gets a little, hey. Shh. I could throw on the camera right now and sell at least 250 to 300 pieces. Why? Because I have the inventory. Why? Because I've built a following, right? I'm consistently on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 9 p.m. till 1 a.m. in the morning. But I can throw the camera on at any time because people want to see what I'm about to offer because I have a following, because I've worked on that. Does that make sense? Stop overanalyzing this thing. As Trent Kirby says, show the jewelry and open your mouth. Throw on the camera, show the jewelry, open your mouth. You might find some new customer who ends up being your rock star new recruit on your team. You have no idea who's going to watch you. Lisa, if your live night did not go well, you better do it again. And then do it the next day, and then do it the next day. Jennifer, that's why you need to do sets. If you're showing the same inventory, you're going to bore your customers. That's why when you go into the back office, you need to take the inventory that you've shown and you can't sell, and you need to buy things so that you could strategically make sets. Now you've given that stuff a new life. Think of this like Marshalls, right? You all go to Marshalls, you go to TJ Maxx, maybe Burlington Coat Factory, right? If you walk in and this cute little tank top is on the rack, right? It's on the rack. You may not even notice it, right? But the second that they take this tank top and they match it up with my cute jeans and they put it on a mannequin with jewelry and some cute shoes, now you need not only the shirt, but you need the whole outfit because you have got to have that. Look at that. Look how cute that looks together. I need that. That's what you're doing. Start thinking like a business. How would Marshalls market this stuff, right? And I'm using Marshalls because their inventory changes constantly like ours. Yes, Nicole. Once you start getting that red warning, you start thanking your customers, you start wrapping it up. There you go, Lillian. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Stop overanalyzing this. People do not work 8 to 5 jobs all the time. There are people that work at night and might want to catch you in the morning when they get, they're coming home and they're having a little something to drink to unwind. Stop overanalyzing this, okay? And again, if you're worried about when your team is going live, then you're not helping each other grow. You're not making each other push out of the comfort zone. You're making it too comfortable. I use Instagram to post pictures of like my life, and then they feed over to my Facebook page. I think anywhere that you can put your information is, a win-win. Is that in the timeline studies? I'm not sure, Michelle. I'll be honest with you because I've had up a screenshot in my team page for so long. So I'm not sure, but it's definitely, it might be under like privacy, maybe. You're welcome, Candace. You're welcome, Amy. Beautiful. And analyzing is fine. It's fine, Amanda. Like, you've got to be smart with your business, but I think that when we overanalyze and that creates roadblocks for ourselves, that's when it becomes an issue, right? And I definitely touched on everything that I wanted to talk on, so now I'm just scrolling through your comments and your questions. So Michelle, I know I'm running like really long. I hope this is okay. When I start to talk, I get passionate, Michelle, you know that. So if there's a question or something you want me to touch on, but just be ready because I'm going to give it to you straight up, okay? I always tell my team members that there's only 7 days in a week. Go on whenever you can. It's not about, right. And don't say, oh, I don't know if this is going to be the time because I don't know who's going to watch. Do you know every single person in this country? You sure don't, because I don't. I sure don't. So I'm going to throw the camera on and see what happens. See what happens, right? Why not? Do a speed shopping, right? Use your phone and show all your earrings that you have. Does that make sense? How do you figure shipping for who you are selling to? How do you figure shipping? I use PayPal and ShipStation. I'm not sure what you mean. I use a flat cost. 1 through 4 pieces is $3.50. And I do 5 pieces and over. I ship for free. I'm able to do that financially. I also do that for my customers because you could do whatever you want with shipping prices. I do 5 and over ships for free because New York City's sales tax, and I'm not getting into a sales tax things. I always get asked questions about that. I'm not doing it. But New York City's sales tax is much higher than other places, so I compensate for my customers by giving free shipping for 5 pieces and over. You're welcome, Michelle. Yeah, I don't sugarcoat anything, Amy. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to sugarcoat. I really don't. Again, that's from, and I taught in the city, there are gangs on the corner. There were, I've had to put kids under tables because there was gunfire in front of the building. Like, I have thick skin and I don't know how to sugarcoat anything. Do I charge sales tax? Yes. But Bonnie, I just said I'm not going to get into a sales tax conversation because different leaders train differently on that. I have my beliefs on it and I'm not going to ruffle feathers around sales tax. It's an East Coast thing. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, and I look at it this way. I can come in here and worry about your feelings. And if I worry about your feelings and I worry about offending you, or I worry about ruffling your feathers, then I'm not helping you grow. You need to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, if you're hearing everything that I said and you're like, oh yeah, I do that and I do that, then your business must be booming. And if not, if you're not doing the things that I'm saying, try them. And here's the deal. Like I said, I come to you with success in numbers. Okay, success in numbers. I'm not coming at you and I'm selling 10 pieces in a week. I'm coming at you and I'm selling 3,000. Okay, so the things that I'm saying to you, they work. And I will say this before, because I sometimes I forget this. You are more than welcome to follow me. I don't do any business on my personal page. All of my business is on Gotham City Bling by Heidi. Gotham City, New York, Bling by Heidi. You may come in, you may watch my lives. Do not come in to shop, okay? You're not helping yourself or Michelle as a leader if you're coming in and shopping from me. Come in to learn. You are more than welcome to look at my business policies. They're on my homepage. You are more than welcome to look at my albums. They are there. You are more than welcome to replicate, duplicate, copy, share, whatever. But please do not poach my customers. Okay? Do not come in and hit up my customers, because that won't go down well. But you are there. I am opening myself up. It's like opening my home. Please come in. Feel free to learn. But please respect the work that I've done. And unfortunately, I have to say that, but it's happened, so I do. I might have missed this, but what's your thought on giveaways? Last night, prior to my live, I asked people to tag 3 friends to join our live for a chance to... Listen, Candace, I am all about whatever you need to do to grow. Whatever you need to grow. So if you are strategically doing giveaways, as long as they're not tied to a purchase, you know the drill, then do it, girlfriend. Do it. And I have giveaways on my business page. Feel free to go in and look at the timeline on my business page to see how I grew that. I have almost 3,000 likes on my business page. I have almost 900 subscribers to my ManyChat. I do not believe in VIP groups. Nope. I have a business page. I run a business. I don't run a jewelry group. Okay? And some people get their feathers all kind of ruffled when I say that, but you are not going to grow. And people are like, oh, but I have my VIP customers. And what? Put them on your business page and have them share with their friends. If you are running a closed VIP group, then you are not going to grow with new people who scroll Facebook and find you. You could shake your head at me and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have never had a VIP group. I have a group for my team. We actually have a bunch of groups. We have one for convention. We have a book club. I have a leadership group. Those are closed, focused groups. I belong to a Pomeranian group. Okay, that's my group. I want to go see the Pomeranian, the pictures, right? But you are not going to grow a business on a VIP group, period, the end. Okay? Oh, well, I approve them and they're my VIPs. I don't want to be approved to shop at Target. I don't want to be approved. I want to be able to find you whenever I want to see you, period. What's sad, Jennifer? Oh, the poaching thing, yeah. Yeah, we don't have to talk about the stealing customers thing. I'm just putting it out there so that you know. Thanks for your feedback, but you know, give me some. If you want, give me some questions if you want them answered. No, nobody ever said group pages were mandatory. Some people believe in that. I look at it this way: it is a closed group. I'm not gonna, you know, if Target locked the door and I had to go figure out how to get in there, I'm not shopping there. If you have a business page that's public and I can go browse your albums at any time, and if I'm scrolling and you pop up on my news feed and I'm going to go shop, that's how you're going to grow. Does this make sense? Okay. Any other questions? And Michelle, if there's anything that you want me to touch on, let me know. Amanda, that's on you. I'm all about, listen, I don't want you to delete your VIP group and then say Heidi Bound said to delete. No. I am all about how to grow. Everything I do is about growth. Being uncomfortable. You do one for album sales. See, my album sales are all public. They're all on a business page then anybody can shop them. That's what I believe. If your leader is training you differently, then, you know, you can ask Michelle questions. I just do not want albums in a closed place. I want brand new people who are scrolling Facebook to be able to shop them at any time. Okay, so I'm not going to go into a whole, because I see Michelle is saying yes about the VIP groups, so I'm going to let that where it is, because I have my own beliefs on that. My albums are all public and people are shopping them 24 hours a day, and I get at least 5 to 10 new customers every 2 to 3 days. Okay, program to keep track of numbers. I do not. How do you work the Fashion Fix? I do not take pre-orders on Fashion Fix. The day of Fashion Fix, I go in and I buy sets, and like the May, when they come in, I bought only sets. No, I bought some of the extra pieces too, but that I know are going to be hot, because I'm going to match them up with other things. But the Fashion Fix, once they come in, I only sell the set until I get in the next month. Then I'll break up the sets, but I only sell in sets. Candace, I do not. All of my stuff is PayPal keeps track of all of your sales for you, so I don't do any sort of any kind of extraneous bookkeeping, because it's all there. Sales it's all there, and then I use ShipStation for shipping, so everything is kept track of there in reports. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel when all I have to do is pull a report off of PayPal. Business pages absolutely have an album section, yes. The business page absolutely has an album. That's what I use. I change my albums almost every single day. I take out pieces, put in new pieces. It's like Marshalls. You got to keep it fresh. Don't do these stagnant albums that sit there forever. No one's going to shop those. It's not about being pushy, Lisa. It's about sharing the opportunity. It's about sharing the opportunity. If you're not sharing the opportunity enough, then that's why you're not getting enough recruits. A closed group. You heard my opinion. Do you other items and goodies in when you ship out your packages? I'm not sure what you mean, Bonnie. You cannot put anything in your packages that is not paparazzi. It is against compliance, and you can lose your CID. No candy, no little knickknacks. You can't put anything else in your packages. It is against compliance. Yeah, you all can talk about the group thing with Michelle. I have my views on it. Every single day when I wake up, I check to see how many likes are on my business page, and it increases by 5 to 10 new people overnight. That's not going to happen in a VIP group. Do you delete old live videos? No, I keep them up. They're all in my business page. I do grow the group giveaways in my group, so is there a biz option for that? I do grow the group. The thing is, Michelle, about those VIP groups is you have to approve all those people, right? Don't you have to go approve them? Business pages are public. It's public. If you want to go to Nike's business page on Facebook, it's a business. You are not a jewelry group. You are a jewelry business. It's a different mindset. Different mindset. I do not delete my old shows. Those are there. People don't generally shop them because most of what I show, it does sell out. Old albums, I'm deleting pictures all the time. You can go look at my albums. I have very structured albums, and I'm constantly taking out and putting in. People need fresh and new, just like Marshalls. You feel it's cold, Lisa, then you're telling me that you don't want to grow. That's what you're telling me. I'm going to keep it real. A jewelry care card, that's fine. That's fine. You could put a little bit, like, if you want to put a little paper in there to say when you're live, that's different. But I've heard people like putting candy in there. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah, and Michelle, I didn't want to, cause a whole stir about VIP groups, but listen, I pay a social media specialist. I pay someone. I have someone that does ManyChat with me. I have somebody that I've paid to help me to do, to use Facebook Messenger to train my team. It's costing me money. She is a social media specialist that says that she does not understand why people would have closed groups when they're trying to grow a business. It's a different mindset. If you all train in it and you believe in it and that's what you want to do, then use it. That team by team. But my team, I tell them, you are not going to grow if you have it's like putting your business on a little island and you have to have the password to get in. I don't want my business on a little island where they have to get through the moat and get over. I don't want that. I want my business to be all over the country to anybody that wants to come in and shop with me. Does that make sense? So, you all can talk to Michelle. I'm sure I caused quite a stir. Don't jump. Oh, post your... Oh my God, you all just jumped right in. You're not even like thinking it through. Okay, you do you, but don't come back and say Heidi Bound said. And go and look at my business page so you can see how I have that set up. Okay? You're putting your business on an island. Nobody wants to have to go find the boat to get across the moat to get into no. They need to be able to see you. If you want to grow, people need to be able... last night at 2:30 in the morning, I had brand new people come on. And I always say, oh, you're new. How'd you find me at 2:30 in the morning? You popped up on my news feed. You popped up on my news feed. Your VIP group is not popping up on anybody's news feed. It's not. If someone shares it, that's great. Then you got to approve them. Woohoo. But they're not just popping up. My business page pops up on people's news feeds every single minute of the day. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want to grow? Right? Get out of your own way. And the whole thing about being pushy, girlfriend, make yourself uncomfortable and go share your opportunity. Trent Kirby said it like this. If you're not sharing the opportunity, he said this, if you're not sharing the opportunity, and Michelle was there, you are being selfish. If you are not going live, you are being selfish. Those words came out of Trent Kirby, our founder's mouth. Why? Because that means that you are not sharing your story to the world. You are not telling people, look, you can connect with me and change your life the way I did. You're keeping the opportunity to yourself. Think about it. It's a different thought process, okay? You can follow me on Facebook. I see some of you doing that. But I don't do business on my personal page. You're more than welcome to follow me there, but you're better off following my business page. Again, not to come in and shop, but to come in and learn. I do my lives a lot differently than a lot of people. This same passion comes through. I'm generally at no less than about 80 to 100 viewers. A lot of nights I'm at 150. So it's working. Michelle, my love, anything else? I rattled some feathers in the last hour, 15 minutes, I'm sure. So I cannot be responsible for any and all of the questions that you're going to get after this. And Michelle, if anything comes up and you need any clarification, I'm here for you, girlfriend. I don't just, ruffle a team and, let you hang in. ManyChat's been a game changer for me. Yeah, ManyChat. I'm not going to ManyChat train right now, okay? Do some searches on YouTube. Andrea Hutchinson has a video, like a general kind of basic video on ManyChat. That's what I use to get started, okay? Oh, good. Okay, Michelle. So if I don't see you all before, I'll see you in Vegas, right? Who's going to be in Vegas? Give me a hashtag Vegas if you're going to be there. Woo-hoo, yes. And please, 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 I get a lot of questions. The video for ManyChat, Andrea Hutchinson did that. So you can actually search on Facebook for it. That's how I found it a while back. Let's do this. I get a lot of questions every single day. My Facebook Messenger blows up. I'll keep it real. So if you have questions, please, I'm going to ask that you filter them to Michelle first. And then if she can't answer them, Michelle, if you and I can kind of be the go-to. So if anybody on your team has some clarifying questions, I'm going to ask that you hit me up versus hearing from everybody on your team, if that's okay. All right. Anything else, Michelle, or you think we're cool, girl? My messenger, I mean, as I'm sitting here, my phone is exploding. It's all good. It's all good, but you'll get a faster answer if we go through Michelle than if you try to message me on your own. All right. Think about what I said. Just think about the things that I said. All right. Right now you might be feeling a little bit uncomfortable. I may have said some things that may have ruffled you. I may have said some things that sound a little bit different, but I'm saying them out of love. I'm saying them out of, I want to see you grow. I want to see you succeed. When we all succeed, this company succeeds. And know that I'm coming at you with numbers and facts and accomplishments to back it up. So I'm not giving you advice that I haven't been through and down and dirty and tried to figure it out. So please know that I'm coming to you from a place here, and that if it doesn't feel right now, give it time and hopefully it will. All right. So I'm going to go. And Michelle, thank you for giving me the opportunity. I absolutely love and adore you. And if anybody has questions, Michelle, you let me know. Okay. And if not, I'll see you all in Vegas. Awesome. Love to you from New York City. Bye.